Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Yesterday we showed off this really cool team featuring support Blastoise and Tsareena, so we'll be playing a couple more games with it today. Blastoise and Tsareena were able to put in a lot of work in that third game, and Blastoise came out in the first game as well, so excited to just try it out a little bit more. I think there's some really cool Pokemon, and overall, a lot of cool strategies on this team. Once again, this was created by a user called 45mice, and if you want to try out the team, check out the links in the description below for a rental code, a team report, as well as the creator's Twitter. Thank you once again to 45 for publishing the team. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share your support by leaving a like in the video, and let's get started with today's episode. We're going up against Pikachu and Vikavolt, okay. Otherwise, it looks like a really hard Trick Room team. The Pikachu is really what catches me off guard here because everything else is so slow that, yeah, it's just weird. Like, when do you bring Pikachu with that team? I could see where, I guess my opponent could lead like Pikachu Snorlax, fake out Belly Drum, and then max the Lax. So like, it opts as fake out support here, but I don't see it maxing too frequently. Okay. Well, we have Tyranitar. Like, what I want to do is lead Tyranitar plus something, especially because this Tyranitar has, oh, sorry, it doesn't have Assurance, but that's fine. We also have Yawn. Yawn Blastoise puts on a lot of pressure against my opponent's team. Like, one mode we could go for is Blastoise Tyranitar. Or maybe just Excadrill Tyranitar. Excadrill Tyranitar, and then we just Dynamax one Pokemon and just KO the Trick Room setter. Oh wait, Tsareena has Taunt here. So we definitely want Tsareena, yeah. Tsareena, Tyranitar, Excadrill, and Blastoise? Yeah, I forgot about the Taunt on Tsareena. Because of Taunt, I think we definitely want that. I think we actually could have gotten away with Tsareena Blastoise as well, but we'll see. Question of the day, I have been binge watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of my, actually probably my favorite show of all time, and the reason I've been binging it recently is because it just got put on Netflix again in the US. So I'm curious if you've ever watched the show. If so, what's your favorite episode, character? Let me know. Okay, we're up against Lax and Hat. Okay. Well, I can't taunt the Hat. But maybe that's fine. Like, I kind of want to just Power Whip. The problem here is that, like, Snorlax wants to Belly Drum, right? But, like, Hat could also G-Max? Because what I could do is just double up onto Hat. I mean, I have to deny Trick Room from going up, right? But for that reason, they could protect Hat if they have it. Okay, I think I'm just going to Power Whip here and go for a... I don't know if Power Whip Rock Slide KOs. So I'll Crunch here. Not ideal, because obviously Snorlax could just threaten with a Belly Drum, but very fortunately they don't, and they actually switch in Dusclops, I believe? Okay. That could be a max Hat then coming out. Let's see. It's Pressure! Okay, Hat doesn't max either. Oh, that is so defensively bulky, though. But we pick up the KO. Nice. Okay. It took that Crunch really well, though, I have to say. But Pressure Dusclops. Huh. Okay, well, that's obviously a really good turn 1, because now we can just taunt the Dusclops turn 2. Yeah, and I don't think I want to max the Tyranitar. I think I'd prefer to max Excadrill, but Snorlax comes out. Okay. I could just high jump kick into Lax here and double up into that slot, but I think it's better to make sure Trick Room doesn't go up first of all. So like taunt into the Dusclops and just go straight for a superpower actually onto the Snorlax. Reason being is because I want to get damage onto it before it maxes. Because I think it's going to go for a Belly Drum here. Yeah, nice. So like we activate its berry here immediately. Should it Belly Drum, it's going to be at, you know, even less HP than it currently is. And it takes sand damage, and so it should be in KO range from like a high jump kick from Tsareena, even after maxing, I think. So this lead has worked out really well for us. Turn 1 was perfect. Yep, there's the Belly Drum. Nice. I could have just doubled up on Snorlax, but the problem if I double up is if my opponent actually has, beautiful. Oh, this game is going perfectly. Yeah, nice. So now what I can do is just go for a high jump kick onto Snorlax. You would think Dusclops pretty much has to switch out here. So I don't mind high jump kicking and actually switching into Blastoise. The reason for Blastoise is because we reset the attack drop and the defense drop on the Tyranitar, conserve our Focus Sash, and once we KO Snorlax, Yawn will guarantee put something to a sleep, basically. So the Tsareena has actually definitely been the MVP of this game, being able to taunt and do so much damage with Power Whip as well. Okay, so let's see if the Dusclops switches out here. I guess like Snorlax could max and guard here. Wow, they're actually gonna go for it? Okay. That's fine. I guess the question is if you do max guard and whether Nightshade plus high jump kick missing plus sand KOs the Tsareena. But even if Tsareena goes down, I just get to bring an Excadrill for free, so I don't think this is really a problem. And they're not even gonna go for the max guard. Okay, nice. Dude, Tsareena was so good in this game. He picked up the KO onto Hat and the Snorlax. And yeah, I mean, my opponent's team was like a hard Trick Room team. I still don't really understand the Pikachu on it, but fine, it was fine with me. As he's just gonna go for Nightshade. Yeah, so no max for my opponent. We still have Dynamax. We have a Focus Sash, Tyranitar, and an Excadrill, and Trick Room hasn't gone up yet. But I really thought there was a chance that the Hat survived the Power Whip Crunch double up because Crunch did like 40%, which I have to say I was really surprised by. I thought it would definitely do more. Is that Vikavolt? It is Vikavolt. Okay. It's fine. Let's play this smart. We could still theoretically lose, but no, I think we just go for a free switch in, get guaranteed damage onto the Dusclops, and T-Tar Excadrill closes this game out free. Yeah. I'm just going to Power Whip Scald the Dusclops because I know it's taunted. You can only click Nightshade right now. Or I guess Bulldoze, you'll probably have that as well, but that's really irrelevant. Once I do enough damage here, like Scald plus Power Whip should put it around enough where another double up will KO the subsequent turn, I think. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, he has Discharge. Okay, that's cool. He almost KOs his own Dusclops from that. Let's see if they do get the Paralysis, but now I can just bring in Excadrill freely and just click Iron Head onto Dusclops. Yeah. I guess we could actually just bring out Tyranitar too, right? Paralysis means Vikavolt's faster, but I don't think that's really a problem. Taunt wears off, but by maxing Tyranitar, even with the ally switch option on the Dusclops, a max Rockfall will always KO Dusclops. So I think that's fine. We can just taunt the Vikavolt, max, and Rockfall into the Dusclops. Even if Dusclops has something crazy like Protect, should faint from the sand. And yeah, I mean, the main thing is if you go up against Snorlax, you just need to get a lot of damage onto it, like the turn it's clicking Belly Drum, so that's why I went for Taunt Superpowered that turn. I'm really surprised they maxed the Lax and then opted not to go for a Max Guard, but I guess what they were hoping for is that, like, I would just try to Superpower it again and maybe Power Whip, and that after the Superpower, or the attack drop on Tyranitar plus, yeah, the attack drop on Tyranitar plus the added bulk from Dynamax, maybe my opponent was just hoping to survive with Snorlax, but it was looking pretty tough. And there is actually the ally switch, so yeah, that's why I brought out Tyranitar and Rockfall. The Dusclops slot covers every option. Beautiful. Rockfall comes out. That should be a one-hit KO. I mean, that covered all my bases, especially because we have the Focus Sash. I guess the only way things could have gone really poorly is if Dusclops has, like, Protect, and then you Discharge, Paralyze Tyranitar. But with us having Dynamax, I think there was pretty much no shot for my opponent here. Yeah, they needed to basically... I think maxing Hat actually could have been very problematic turn one, but fortunately they didn't go for that. Yeah. So, I think they were just hard reading me to not target down, or target down the Snorlax turn one, try to get the free switch into Dusclops and go from there. But this is why hard Trick Room can sometimes be tough when you commit super hard to it. And yeah, that's why you normally see hard Trick Room always pretty much with the redirection user. So, surprising not to see a Togekiss or Indeedee or even Butterfree on that team. Normally because what you want to do with Hard Trick Room normally is just go for Follow Me plus a Trick Room user, sacrifice your Follow Me user turn 1 after, getting doubled up into. You get the Trick Room up, and then you get a free switch into something like Rhyperior. Now, if my opponent had a Follow Me user, what I would have probably gone with was Blastoise Tsareena, because what the Blastoise allows me to do is Fake Out, and then Tsareena can taunt if my opponent goes with Dusclops. And if they go with Hat, Blastoise could have spread some yawns around, although Hat would have, I guess, actually been pretty problematic for a Blastoise Tsareena lead. So I think, most Hats are G-Max nowadays just because G-Max Might is so good. So if my opponent was G-Max Hat, would have made a lot of sense for them to have G-Max turn 1, but it ended up working out for us. Hyper offensive team for the next game today. Haven't seen a Duraludon in a while, but yeah, obviously Sun with the Charizard, Venusaur, Ninetales core. And then you've got Grimmsnarl for Fake Out, for Fake Tears, probably Thunder Wave as well. And most of the times it's going to be Scarf Darmanitan on those kind of team compositions. Okay. Here's the tricky thing. I mean, okay, our X-Control kind of bluffs Sandrush here, but we are, of course, Mold Breaker. But the bluff could pay off here, because it might scare off my opponent from going with the Sun mode. I could see them leading like Charizard Venusaur though, and then just switching out into Ninetales turn 1. I think Sash Tyranitar is really good here. I honestly really want to go with this. Oh, actually, wait, I forgot. We have Charizard, and this Charizard has Ancient Power, so we can beat the opposing Charizards. I think the one thing that's just very scary right now is the Darmanitan, but we could actually go with like Blastoise Charizard Tyranitar. I think Tsareena never comes out in this matchup. Grass doesn't hit anything, and High Jump Kick is pretty bad as well, and we don't really need to be taunting. I'm not the biggest fan of Togekiss either, so yeah, I'm going to try this out. Blastoise Charizard, so we're going with the Gen 1 starter lead, and then T-Tarexka. It'd be really sick if Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur are all out on the field at the same time, but I feel right about that, especially because we have Max Rockfall in our Charizard. I think like the Charizard on this team is very particularly designed for Sun matchups, so let's see what we can do with it here. Solid first game, though. Hard Trick Room is always, I think, scary to see in Team Preview, but without redirection, like, it would have been pretty tough for my opponent to actually set up Trick Room because of Tsareena. Charizard Darmanitan. Okay. I mean, I really want to just Fake Out the Darm and, like, Airstream. The main reason I want to Airstream is just so I outspeed Scarf Darmanitan. I guess, my opponent could make a really crazy play of maxing Darmanitan. I think most of the time they switch out the Darmanitan actually maybe out into Ninetales and go for an Airstream of their own. If I want to make a hard read, I could predict that and like just Icy Wind max Airstream. I'm going to play it safe here, I think. Maybe Fake Out Darm actually Rockfall into Charizard's the safest play. Okay, they stay in with Darmanitan, that's really good. And it shouldn't be a max now on the Darm, because if they would have... Unless it's not Scarf Darm and they're maxing it. Dude, that would actually be a really crazy, but like, cool play. Just a super aggressive prediction, but it could work out here. And I think if my opponent pulls the trigger, it might just win them the game turn 1. But I'm expecting the Charizard to max. I guess they'll probably be Airstreaming as well. Oh, I should have thought about that, right? Because if they're Airstreaming with Charizard as well, I don't think I KO the Darmanitan with my own Airstream. Which I maybe should have thought about more. Yeah, because I'm not Life Orb, I forgot about that. Unless they don't Airstream, but it would make no sense for them not to Airstream. Yep, so their Scarf, confirm that. They go for Overgrowth, though. Okay, that's really good news for us. We might even survive that. Let's see. Never mind, I spoke too soon. That's fine, though. I am more than happy with the outcome of this turn. Yeah. If my opponent Airstream, things would have got... Well, we'll see if Airstream KOs the Darmanitan here. I also maxed first, and then they attacked first, so it confirms we're the same speed. Okay, yeah, we do KO Darmanitan. So I think the play I made was fine. Let's see... They could bring out Venusaur, but I can just bring out Tyranitar now and just Airstream Rockfall. Which seems fine to me. They could have Grimmsnarl and I guess Thunder Wave my Charizard. You would think they'd want to bring out Ninetales to change the weather, but if Ninetales comes out, then we win the weather war, and I think if Ninetales comes out, we just win the game literally this turn. Nice. I guess it could be Scarf Ninetales. And Scarf Ninetales could Solar Beam the turn. No, but like, Tyranitar here is max speed, so after an Airstream, we should outspeed. Yeah. So, like, I think my opponent's play this last turn was to switch out the Darm into Ninetales and go for an Airstream. Because conserving Darm is really good. I'm just double-checking the Tyranitar speed, but yeah, we outspeed Charizards after an Airstream. So I'm going to Rock Slide here and just go for an Airstream onto the Ninetales, just because Ninetales, like, Charizard could max guard here. I mean, Ninetales is in a really bad spot anyway, but I guess the only risk of this play is that we miss a Rock Slide. Okay, Ninetales protects, that's fine. Even if we miss, though, Tyranitar has Focus Sash and we outspeed. I guess it would have been better to have just targeted out my opponent's Charizard there. I don't know, I mean, we could have even gone for Rock Fall into Charizard. Maybe that's more consistent, actually, because their Ninetales is useless, so it doesn't rely on me needing to hit a Rock Slide here. Yeah, I think I would have preferred that, actually. Okay, Rock Slide connects, though, nice. Oh, it doesn't KO. Well, Max Knuckle? Huh. Very interesting. I have to say, I did not see that one coming. Yeah, I think Rock Fall into Charizard and just Rock Sliding the Ninetales was a better play, because it covers for... Like, actually, I take that back, because I guess there is a possibility that Ninetales has Hypnosis, and that is how we actually lose the game. Like, Hypnosis would be super bad. And Charizard faints anyway, so that's fine. Knuckle is kind of bizarre. I guess that's from Focus Blast. So, that makes me think that the Charizard doesn't have Protect, because you normally want, you know, you want Fire, Air, obviously, and my opponent revealed Overgrowth and Knuckle. Surprised they took the Rock Slide as well. I wonder how much defense investment it had. As Venusaur comes in, beautiful. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, my opponent doesn't beat Zard. I'm just trying to see what the guaranteed way to win this is. I mean, we outspeed right now. It's just that Rock Slide could obviously miss, so I have to keep that in mind. But Venusaur should never beat Charizard, and my opponent protected with Ninetales last turn, so Airstream Rock Slide I think works. They would need a double protect for me to... How do you win this if you're my opponent? I guess Airstream might not KO out the Ninetales, and I could miss a Rock Slide too. But it KOs. This highlights how good Charizard can be even without Sun. Like, this Charizard put in so much work for us here. Okay, nice. Blastoise was honestly essential for the Fake Out Pressure turn 1 too. If you think about it, what Blastoise did was distract my opponent from targeting my Ninetales, and my opponent was really scared of the Blastoise, so they just went for Overgrowth. As Rock's like crits there, okay. He's gonna hit the Sleep Powder, but yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, the Charizard was able to pick up 2 1-hit KOs without a Life Orb and outside of Sun, which was pretty sick. So, if I went for Rockfall onto... So, yeah, the one problem is if I do go for Rockfall onto the Charizard and the Charizard Max Guards. I just don't think Charizard Max Guards there very frequently, but Hypnosis Ninetales is a thing, especially like Scarf Hypnosis Ninetales. Yeah. And I think Airstream might just one-shot Ninetales because it doesn't have bulk normally, but we can just crunch Heat Wave here. As sick as it would have been to go for a Max Rockfall into Charizard, I thought the Rock Slide would one-hit KO the Charizard as well, so that was my mistake. I think if it was a guaranteed one-hit KO, it's a little safer, but I don't know. I think like in that position, Charizard doesn't scare me much because I know I have the Focus Sash and Tyranitar anyway. So a lot of the tech's really coming in huge just throughout the last 2 episodes, honestly. But, and you know, I think like Focus Sash Tyranitar has definitely seen a spike in usage in the last couple of weeks, and for good reason. Alright, getting into our third game of the day, we are up against quite a scary team. There is a lot of beat-up potential here, with beat-up from Dragapult and beat-up from Mimikyu onto the Lucario. I'd be shocked if one of those two at least don't have beat-up. Okay. How do I stop beat up? Togekiss is the answer to that. But there are a lot of problems here. Like, I want to go potentially to, like, so what Togekiss allows me to do is redirect attacks away. So, like, I could go Togekiss and Charizard. And, like, we could actually maybe max Togekiss in this game. And I do think I can justify bringing Charizard because my opponent has a Ferrothorn. So, Togekiss, Charizard. Not sure how good Blastoise is here when my opponent has dual fairy, so like two things I could potentially max and Starfall. Icy Wind's not that great considering my opponent has a Dragapult as well, plus there's Ferrothorn. Tsareena's really excellent against Prim though, so I think I might still bring the Tsareena. Focus Sash Tyranitar is actually kind of compelling here. The main reason is because it allows us to get a guaranteed crunch off against Dragapult, Rock Slide off against Togekiss, or Superpower. I'm gonna have Sashtar in the back. Alright. There's a lot of flexibility in who we want to Dynamax in this game. We have a lot of options. I'm not quite sure who I want to commit to yet. So it's very dependent on what my opponent goes for, but I think because of even the threat of beat up, I pretty much have to go with Togekiss stuff here. Because I think I just get swept by beat up otherwise. I guess Charizard stops Lucario anyway, doesn't it? Yeah, they go with Dragapult Lucario. This also could just be a bait. Like, my opponent might just, like, max with the Dragapult turn 1, but I don't think... You have to unless it's Scarf Lucario with Rock Slide. Oh, that could be the case. That would be very scary. Relatively safe play here, though, is just Dazzling Gleam. Let me just check Togekiss's speed real quick. 108. 62. We could just Airstream Dazzling Gleam here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. There's no way they go for beat up here in front of a Charizard. Yeah, they're maxing Dragapult. Okay. I still have to be scared of Scarf Lucario here, though. If it's not Scarf, though, I think we're fine. But Scarf Final Gambit is what I'm very worried about right now. And I think there's actually, like, a decent chance my opponent actually has that, which would be kind of crazy, but it makes sense. In a best of 1, too, you kind of bluff the beat-up stuff, and you end up not being... Okay. What the Airstream allows us to accomplish is outspeed the Dragapult next turn with our Charizard. We get the Dazzling Gleam off, and if it's Life Orb Dragapult, then the following turn we can just Airstream Dazzling Gleam to KO the Dragapult. The Airstream from Charizard here allows us to outspeed the Lucario if it's not Scarf. So, let's see. If it's Scarf Lucario, I think we lose turn 1 because it's just going to Rock Slide. But, okay, nice. Just Phantasm, so that's good. Nice. Charizard takes that like a beast. Okay. Beautiful. We get the Airstream off. He wasn't Life Orb, though, on Dragapult. Yeah, he was Sash Lucario. Which makes me think he's going to be Weakness Policy, which is slightly risky for me to have clicked Dazzling Gleam here. Togekiss should outspeed now on the Lucario end. Okay, we're still above half. Yeah, we get the Dazzling Gleam off. Okay. Ooh, that was... We crit the Dragapult there. That's really good. Because even if you're Weakness Policy now... I mean... Yeah, it is Weakness Policy. If we didn't get the crit, I think 2 Dazzling Gleams and Airstream might have just KO'd the Dragapult anyway. Because, like, another Dazzling... 2 Dazzlings would have put Dragapult in... Obviously, it would have taken more damage than what it's currently taken from that one crit, but that's obviously a very, very good crit. Yeah. So now we can just go for another Airstream, as it's... Oh, Togekiss. Okay. Togekiss coming out here. Oh, I don't want to run. Nope, we don't want to do that. We have Tsareena, Tyranitar in the back. We know he's Weakness Policy'd. You're always going to go for Follow Me here, right? Now I have Follow Me with Togekiss. So, because I have Follow Me with Togekiss, why not just go for that? Yeah, I can Follow Me here, go for an Airstream. And I'll trade Togekiss for damage onto my opponent's Togekiss, and then I get my Dragapult in for free. Or sorry, Tyranitar in for free, and it's Focus Sash. So I can just Wildfire Crunch. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, nice. I don't want a Wildfire here because I want to maximize my Wildfire because my opponent's Dynamax ends after this next turn. Yeah. Maybe Airstream Dazzling could have been fine there too, but this ensures that I get a third attack off for Charizard. I really want the Gmax Wildfire off. Okay. Yeah, that's a mighty fine trade, in my opinion. And this is why I wanted to bring Sashtar specifically, because, like I said, it guarantees me an attack off against the Dragapult. So now I can just bring in Tyranitar. Safe play is, I guess, just Wildfire, Togekiss, Crunch, Dragapult. I don't think my opponent has to play around that, right? Because, you could max, or you could protect Togekiss, KO Charizard, but then you still feint from Wildfire and Sand anyway, so, yeah, I think this is safe. I didn't expect to use Charizard so much today, but it was really, really damn good. Okay, yeah. I think I've pinned my opponent at this point because this, by how we played with Charizard 2, now we ensure that whatever my opponent has in the back is going to get hit by every turn of Wildfire as well. And they had, what, Ferrothorn, Prim, Mimikyu, so none of those are Fire type. Worst case scenario here. So I could have also... Okay, they're not going to protect. Okay, that should be the game there, then, I think. Because if my opponent has, like... Regardless of who my opponent has in the back, we're picking up a double knockout this turn. Unless Wildfire doesn't KO here, but there's no way it doesn't. Yeah, Airstream did more than 50%, so we were good. So, yeah, in the end, that crit was actually irrelevant, I think, because Crunch was always going to KO Dragapult after Wildfire and Sand anyway. And he's going to Wormwind. Oh, I guess because he had Wormwind, then it does matter. Never mind, I shouldn't say that. But I think Crunch still just KOs the... It might not KO now, actually. Should I have respected Wormwind more? No, I think it's still fine because my opponent's max ends now. Even if we don't KO with Crunch, which I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't. He's going to feint after next turn. We can just double protect this turn for the Dragapult to feint from the double up. Yeah. Nice Wormwind, though. I mean, that was obviously pretty straightforward. I could have... No, I was going to say I could have max guarded Charizard, but I think I always want to go for the Wildfire effect there. And it's Mimikyu. Okay. Yeah. So I think we're fine here. I would have preferred to see Ferrothorn, I think, mainly because Ferrothorn's slower, but I can just double protect here. Oh, unless he Swords Dance Mimikyu. Swords Dance is scary, but because of Wildfire and Sand being up, I think we're fine. And because we have Focus Sash on Tyranitar, I think we're fine. So double protect here, Dragapult feints, Mimikyu takes, 1/6 plus 1/16. If you don't Swords Dance, the game is instantly over. Even if you Swords Dance, you target Tsareena the next turn, otherwise you also insta-lose. Although I guess I could miss Power Whip. We have Wide Lens, but it's still not guaranteed to be 100% accurate, obviously. If we miss Power Whip, that could also be bad. So let's see if they are Swords Dance. Yep, so I'm just going to Dragon Darts. I have to double protect there, I think. Nice, and it's Woodhammer. So that's game then. Beautiful. Dude, Charizard was so good for us today. And so good. Once again, yeah, goes to show how good Charizard can be outside of Sun. I think I misspoke in that last game, though. I said it didn't have Life Orb, but no, it has Life Orb. I don't know why I thought it didn't. Oh, it's so satisfying seeing Pokemon take Wildfire damage when they're not maxed as well. Nice. Yeah, so I can just Crunch now and Power Whip. I guess we could miss Power Whip. No, even if we missed, we'd have to miss... Oh, wait. We're faster than the Mimikyu. Huh, so I guess it's bulky Mimikyu? Because this is Jolly Tar with Mag... Or he's Trick Rooming? But... Is he Trick Rooming? Maybe that's what they were going for. Okay, Crunch Power Whip seals the deal. There's no way their Mimikyu's slower than Tyranitar and Tsareena, right? So I guess that might have been just my opponent conceding at that point. Okay, we'll take it. Really fun games today, that's for sure. Charizard was really, really good. Yeah, I think... I mean, Tsareena I've been super impressed by in the game. Like, it doesn't come out in every game, but the games that it comes out in, it just does so much damage. I actually really love the use of, like, Wide Lens as well. You don't see it that often as an item, and it's pretty much exclusively used on Venusaur, it feels like, in this format, but it makes a lot of sense on this Tsareena, where, like, you can just not max it and still use moves like High Jump Kick and Power Whip with a lot more confidence. And since Tsareena often ends up not being maxed because you are prioritizing, I think, max on Excadrill, Togekiss, or Charizard, I think it's just a really, really good item to have when you're not maxing, and that's, like the majority of the time. So yeah, fun set of games there. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, please show your support by leaving a like. Thanks once again to 45 Mice for the team, and very happy Tsareena was able to put in a lot of work today. Blastoise had its show yesterday, so excited to play a couple more games with this tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. All right, peace.